wear the Lakers down. The Lakers not very deep at all.
Parker gets it down low for Duncan. Hits the jump hook for the first basket of the game.
But his forte is defense, and he has, even though Kobe got 39 in the last game, he has done a good job, as good a job as you can expect of him. You know, here you see a great move by Duncan. Whoa, that's a step and go the opposite direction. Caught or
cleans up the miss from Parker, and the Spurs will reset. Jackson over on the far side, bounce pass to Duncan, extra
nice
pass inside, reverse from Willis. Great ball movement by the Spurs.
Great pass by Duncan, longer than the other two big guys. He's about 6 or 7 inches smaller than Shaquille O'Neal.
Tony Parker takes the handoff from Duncan and lays it in.
Down and then fell down and bought the call.
It was almost a textbook pick by Fisher. I mean, you can't find anything wrong with it. And nothing wrong with that. Down low, Tim Duncan. Robert Ory fighting for post position.
Take a look at how quick this move is. Spin back, strong to the basket, nice little finger roll off the glass.
High post to Duncan. Back to Ginobili, fakes the three. Bounce pass for the cutting Duncan. Count the hoop, and the foul shot coming. Tim Duncan working that screen and roll with Ginobili.
Fundamental basketball, pick and roll. A great pass here by Ginobili, splitting the two defenders. Duncan has been effective for the Spurs so far in these playoffs.
Down low for Duncan. Mark Madsen will attempt to guard the back-to-back MVP. Hits the turnaround and the foul, so another chance for three for the MVP.
Well, Mark Madsen tries to defend people by getting a good solid base and by muscling. Now, he's muscling Duncan here, gets called for the foul, but Duncan is 6'11", Madsen's maybe 6'8", so Duncan's got the size advantage, can go up over Madsen, under prime. I wouldn't have any problem taking either one of them.
Kenny Ferry, the deeper this season is gone. They both towards the end of their careers.
There is some contact. Initially, Shaq got all ball, but he did create some contact defending Tim Duncan.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's just the first foul on O'Neal. Shot clock is at 7. Duncan will go into the lane and hit the pull-up. He's got 17.
Great hands for a big guy. Something that you don't realize when you look at his size. Look at Duncan. Gets into the paint, goes up and over.
Lakers, that three pulls it to a 4-point deficit. Steven Jackson hits along the baseline.
Pretty good defense. And it might have been a better decision, even though he made the jump shot.
Tim Duncan kicks it out to Parker. Parker hits the jumper.
Well, Derek Fisher.
The absent Phil Jackson, who, if you're just joining us, ordered by doctors.
Operate in the low block.
Duncan off the fake, hits the little leaner. 20 points for Tim Duncan. It's a 10-point lead again. Shaquille O'Neal starting to assert himself, but the consistent, fundamental damage being done.
The basket, particularly now against Malik Rose.
Tim Duncan working against Samaki Walker, sizing him up. One dribble, pull up, hits, 22
that's a
for
tough
Tim
shot.
Duncan.
You got a 6'11" guy juke up on Steven Jackson, and nobody thinks to block or create some intimidation. But somebody, some perimeter player, had to have the foresight to block out Malik Rose, and it wasn't there.
Duncan, one-on-one with Samaki Walker. Jabbing, dribbling, spinning, and hitting off glass.
Now that is a big-time shot. Samaki Walker did.
So Tim Duncan with 26 points is 9 for 11.
Just courageous move by Duncan because, again, he's saddled with 4 fouls. Had he picked up an offensive there, that's a terrific post-up move, and Tim Duncan's got all of the moves.
They stick with the game plan and, you know, the patience. He's never in a hurry, Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And he gets
a role player. Wasn't a scorer by any means, but did all the other things.
That's for sure. Let's just say he understood playoff intensity.
Oh, well, if you think. And there is a school of thought that says the way you cover Tim Duncan is to be physical with him.
Duncan ties it up. A great percentage at 15 of 19.
But this is the time.
Tim Duncan, guarded by Robert Ory. Ory has 4 fouls. Duncan goes right to him, takes him down deep. bothered by Ori, but the putback. Duncan following his own miss. He's got 36.
He stayed right in that thing of that shot at that particular time.
Now he will try and lock up Tim Duncan. Nobody's been able to do it today. Duncan kicks out to Steven Jackson.
Oh.
Jackson hits the three. Spurs by 2.
Huge shot by another role player stepping up, and it gives the Spurs a 2-point lead. Now take a look at Tim Duncan. MVP, you have to give him credit. Stayed with that amongst a sea of white shirts, and here he sees that same sea, kicks it out to a wide open Steven Jackson, who makes a big three.